Hey guys, welcome to another video for Anatomy and Physiology. In this video, I'm going to be discussing the middle ear. So the middle ear I have highlighted here in blue, as you can see here. So I want to discuss a few features from the middle ear. The middle ear is, it's called the tympanic cavity. Okay, it is filled with air, and this cavity is connected to the eustachian tube. Okay, the auditory tube, and this tube is connected to your oropharynx, your mouth. Okay, so air can escape from the tympanic cavity. Sometimes air can get stuck in here in the tympanic cavity, and it'll apply pressure to your tympanic membrane, and that's the pain that you feel, the painful sensation you feel when your ears are popping. Okay, and typically that's probably because maybe you have plugged up ears here, or maybe you're going up elevation in an airplane or driving a car up a mountain, or perhaps even the added pressure of scuba diving when you're going down into water and air can't escape through your external acoustic meatus. So because it can't escape your tympanic cavity, it creates a lot of pressure and it creates pain. So one of the ways that you can relieve that pressure is by yawning, jiggling your jaw. I remember when I was scuba diving, that was one of my main ways. I would just jiggle my jaw or yawn, and that will open up this auditory tube, this eustachian tube, and that will release the air that's trapped in here, relieving you from the pain. Now, also about this eustachian tube, this is the location of a lot of ear infections that you hear about. The bacteria, depending on the angle, you'll notice that the eustachian tube is angled down. Um, some, because of genetics, might not be angled as down, and maybe a little bit more level. And what this does is that this allows bacteria in the oropharynx, usually like some kind of throat infection. Uh, some throat infection, some bacteria will make its way up the eustachian tube and create an ear infection, causing irritation in the ear. And if you have constant ear infections, then you can get your ear tubes put in. So yeah, that explains that. So something else special about the middle ear is that um, here you have located the two smallest muscles in the human body and also the three smallest bones in the body. So let me highlight the muscles real quick. Okay, so I can highlight this one, zoom in on it. Okay, this is called the tensor tympani. Okay, zoom out. And then this tiny guy right here, I don't know if you can see him, this is your stapedius. All right. As you can see, it's attached to the stapes. So inside of the middle ear, okay, the air vibrations, the air pressure that makes its way into the external acoustic meatus causes a vibration in the tympanic membrane, and then this tympanic membrane passes that energy, passes that vibration, those sound waves, to three small bones. Okay, your auditory ossicles. The first one that's in line, that's attached to the tympanic membrane, is called your malleus. Okay, you can see the malleus there. And then you have the incus. And the incus is then attached to the stapes. And then that stapes is attached to the entryway to the inner ear, which we will talk about in another video, and that's called your oval window. Okay, so again, that's the middle ear. And let me highlight that part again, your middle ear. And that'll do it for this video. Actually, now the location of the middle ear is located, it's housed inside of the temporal bone. So it's very well protected in the skull. And I should show you a video, another angle of that. Give me a second. All right, so here I have the skull. I'm going to turn it real quick so you can get a posterior view from it. And I have highlighted here the vestibulocochlear nerve that goes to the brain. And you'll notice here that it goes through this little canal called the internal acoustic meatus. So you have the external acoustic meatus on the outside. This is the external auditory meatus. And this is the tunnel, if you will, that goes out of the ear to the external acoustic meatus in the ear. And then you'll see the outer portion of the ear there. So this is where sound travels into, And then all of the stuff in the middle ear and inner ear are housed inside of this bone right here, the temporal bone. So it's all inside of here. So the temporal bone, if you will, if you can kind of imagine, it's kind of like a mine, if you will, that's got all these little caverns and caves and turns, and that's where the cochlea and the semicircular canals are located, the inner ear, everything is well protected in there. And then it makes its way inside of the skull through the vestibular cochlear nerve and into your medulla oblongata and your pons. And then, of course, that signal travels up into your brain and it's processed. Okay, well, that does it for the inner ear. I hope this helped and good luck in your study.